Hi everybody and welcome back to this tutorial series for absolute beginners in Blender, and we are creating basic assets which we are going to export to Unreal Engine because we want to use them, not just create them. They should have a reason. So let's get started. In this video we are creating a simple tree. Let's see how we can do this. I watched a video before online in YouTube and I try to remake it and see if it was useful. So first of all, I press on my numpad the 1 key, then I press G to grab, first I select my cube, and then I press G to grab it, then Z to move it along the Z axis, and I place it here on the X axis. So that's our start point. Then again 1 on the numpad, I zoom a little bit out and I press shift and the middle mouse button to go a little bit down. So then you can see this square, I think, and the second square. Let's see, these two squares here, they are important. Why? Because the character in Blender is normally around this height, almost 2 squares. That's why we keep this as a reference. With that said, we make a tree, a very low poly tree, which is a little bit bigger, let's say 3 squares. So this is our orientation. And so I use this 3 big squares here, 1, 2, 3, and let's get started. First of all, I want to scale this here a little bit. Okay, I scaled it, I press S and then I scaled it up. Okay, then I press again G to grab Z to move it along the Z axis, and I placed it here in the middle. The next thing is I watch it a little bit. I press the middle mouse button and watch it from top. I go, press tab and go to the edit mode. Then I go here to face select. I select the top and I press again on numpad 1 and then I scale it a little bit. Yeah, a little bit smaller. And I think that's good. Then the face is still selected here. I still press my numpad 1. This is the front view. Then I aim a little bit higher, like that. Yes, let's say this height here in the middle. And I press first Control and the right mouse button. And what then happens is it will automatically extrude this to there. Let's do it. And we see this. Then I want to scale this a little bit again, smaller, because I show you. Let's click it and press numpad 1 again, front view. You see the tree gets here a little bit smaller. Okay. And I said our scale is till the third part here. And what I want to do in the next part is I want make this tree not straight here on top. Let's make a variation. Let's control and click here, right click here a little bit to the left here this time, and let's do this. So, and again press S to scale and not make it big. Ooh. Let's scale again and a little bit smaller. That's okay. And this is our tree start, not the end. And what we do now is, again, you can go here to this view, but and then extrude this with the EK. I use again the front view, numpad 1. I press E to extrude, and this one I can here pull this out, and this one I pull not too much out because here I will make I will use the faces. So let's pull it around this. That's enough. I think that's good. So what I did now is created a place where I pull out faces here. For that one, I select this. For example, this face, I press 1 again and Control right click where I want to go. Let's say I want to go here. Scale it again a little bit down, and that's okay. All right, let's do the same with the other side. I select the face, numpad 1, and this time I go here around, control and right mouse, and S for scale and make it a little bit smaller. Perfect. And I want one more behind. I select this one, and this time I type free the side view, and here is the back side. So I press control, and around here my next extrude and scale. Press S to scale. Yes, it's around here. That's okay. And what we have now when I press 1, this is the front view. That's okay. And when I scroll it a little bit out, you can see the character is around here. My tree is a little bit bigger, but we will extrude here a little bit more from this points on, because that would be too small. So this is quite good. But this time I select this faces here on top. I press again 1 to view, and let's say I go here a little bit. Let's say there. You can go where you want and think a tree look like. I'm not a very good designer. I make it just randomly. And the same thing I do here. I select the face. We are in face mode. Then press 1, control and right mouse button. Let's say this one goes a little bit up. This one I say goes a little bit. Let's go. This one goes a little bit. This one goes up. The other one should go down. That's okay. And the last one I do the same thing here. Press on my numpad the number 3 and control. And this one it should go higher than the other ones. Here, scale, S, and here a little bit. So, and when I press 1 on my numpad, we have now this one. And when we watch it in general, it looks like this one. This is quite good for us as a start point. And what we do next is a very simple tree, right? We make here a round thing, here a round thing, and here a round thing. How we do this? There are different ways. You can go here. Let's see. I followed this video which I watched. It was a simple one, very fast one, very good one. You can here shift and right click here, and your pivot point is here, and then you press shift A, and then we can add meshes. And what we want to add here is a round thing, and the round thing what we have here is in general the icosphere or the UV sphere. You can, but we use the icosphere here just. And then you can see we have already an icosphere here, and here we can change some settings. I don't change because I make a low poly one. Perfect. And if you accidentally click this away like I did now, and you try to select this again with A, for example, it selects all, and this one works also not, then there is a key which you can use. It's very handy. You go over that what you want to select and press the L key, and you see it selects all connected things, selected, linked. It says here on the corner, and you can also select here in different what you want to select with that materials and so on. That said, we continue. We go again to the front view. I zoom a little bit out with my mouse wheel in the middle, and I place this. Oops, not this one. Control Z if you want to make something backwards, but this was not. Why? That's not very important. Press Shift and right click to center it, for example. Here again, that's not very important right now. And what we are going here, L to select it again, and 1 for front view. Here we see our tree, and now we press scale because I want to make this big. Yes, like that. That's absolute cool. And the next thing is I want this one here and here too. Instead of creating with Shift A all time a new icosphere, what I'm going to do is Shift D for duplicate, and you can see I can have this one and place it directly to the other side. And I'm doing this actually with the other one too. I press here 3 on my view, Shift duplicate this one as well, and I moved this around, but now I have a problem, right? I can't place this exactly there with my grab. Of course, when you press G to grab, you can try it, but if you have problem, there is one option you can activate, which is here on the move tool. This one is the move tool. Oh, where is it? Yeah, here. This one is the move tool. You can go here down to move object gizmos and activate this move. And now, of course, you can activate the other ones too if you like. And now you have these arrows, and now you can adjust your object with these arrows. Perfect. And I think I keep it like it is. I press 1, and yes, that looks already like a tree. We are almost finished. I think I could use that one as a low poly tree. Is that not bad? This is not bad. I think I stop here because I could go on here more and more, but I think this looks already like a low poly tree. And whoa, or should we change a little bit more? I think we keep it. So what we do is we go now to save, of course, file. Save, where is that? Save as, of course. And I have made already a test here. Let's call this tree YouTube 2 and save. Perfect. And now I want to export this because you know the same procedure, but soon I will perhaps install a plugin instead, all time export it manually. But right now we stick to our export manually, which means we go to the export, we select all here again, and the thing what we have to select, first of all, make sure you have selected all. Right here is our cube. Let's make this sure. Let's click this away. I select all, the cube is selected. Perfect. And with A, when you press A, all will be selected. Then go to export, we go to FBX, and this one pops up. Then you select just here the select objects, and then you go here to mesh because we just want this one mesh. Then here we change just the forward is X and up is Z. I think it's right, but I have to check this one more time. Apply units. Yes, let's see if this is working. Here we change in geometry just the face, because we are smoothing the faces. It's a static mesh. Apply modifiers. Yes, we have no one, but it's okay. And here we do nothing because we have no armature and no back animations. And we specify now the export destination. I go to my documents, and we are using now the place where we want in. I go to Unreal projects, and here are all the test projects which I created, and I select this time not Lyra, which I had last time. Now I go to game GT, and important, when we export, all time export in this content folder. That's the place where we can export it, and I press export. That said, we can switch now. Can I switch? Yes. Here to our Unreal Engine, and here pops up this import button. We click import. We make here fast settings, no collisions, and convert scene, also not. We select nothing here really. Materials, we have no material. We can create them. I think this should already work if I not made it fast wrong. Import all, okay. And then let's see if we have it. Let's see, I open up and we have it. I don't know why it's creating this material. I said no import material, I think. But anyway, we have the standard material. Important is we have also our static mesh, and I want test it, and I see this is definitely convert scene. There is some settings wrong, perhaps the scaling, convert scene or something. Anyway, we can scale this manually, which means what we are going to do is we press here scale. It was not good, and we make it a little bit smaller. And I test this. Is this good? Not sure. Let's go here a little bit more. 0. Oh, let's click here the scale button. That's not Let's reset this first. And then click here, 0.1. Yes, and when I start my game, let's see. Yes! We made it! That's good. The only thing which is missing is here some textures, but this one we learn next time. We made a very simple tree static mesh which we placed in our scene. Of course, this is you can go wild here, but right now that's okay for us. And with that said, I think I stop here. And in the next one, we create some more basic assets. But I think in the next one, we learn how to add in Blender material so that we can make here, let's say, use the material from Blender instead of creating here in Unreal Engine. That said, bye all and see us in the next.